Luna was a little girl with a big imagination. She could turn the simplest of objects into magical things. A stick became a wand, a cardboard box transformed into a castle, and a blanket was her superhero cape. She loved to play and have fun. Every day was an adventure, filled with laughter and joy. Her friends adored her for her creativity and boundless energy. But Luna had a secret, a messy secret. She had a knack for getting into all sorts of playful trouble. She didn't like to clean. Tidying up was boring, and Luna preferred to spend her time dreaming up new adventures. Luna's clothes were always stained with grass and food. She wore her messes like badges of honor, each stain telling a story of her latest escapade. Her toys lay scattered across her room, a colorful but cluttered mess. Dolls, blocks, and crayons were strewn everywhere, creating a chaotic but vibrant landscape. Her parents reminded her to be tidy, but Luna always found something more exciting to do. They would gently coax her, hoping she would learn the importance of keeping things in order. "Luna, darling," her mother would say, "please put your toys away. Someone might trip." Her mother's voice was always kind, filled with love and patience. But Luna would just giggle and run outside, leaving a trail of toys in her wake. She was a whirlwind of energy, always on the move, always seeking the next adventure. One sunny afternoon, Luna decided to play in the garden. The sun was shining brightly, casting a warm glow over everything. The flowers were in full bloom, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blossoms. Luna loved days like this, where she could let her imagination run wild. She built a magnificent mud castle, her hands covered in sticky brown goo. Each turret and wall was crafted with care, and she even added a moat around it. Luna's fingers squished through the mud, and she giggled at the sensation. It was messy, but it was the best kind of fun. Her white rabbit stuffy, Minos, watched from the edge of the sandbox, his fluffy fur bright against the brown. Minos was Luna's favorite toy, always by her side during her adventures. Today, he was the royal advisor to the queen of the mud castle. "Be careful, Luna," her father called from the kitchen window. He had seen many of Luna's muddy escapades and knew how they often ended. His voice was filled with a mix of caution and amusement. "Remember what happened to your dress last time?" he reminded her. Luna glanced down at her already dirty dress and shrugged. She was having too much fun to worry about a little dirt. But Luna was too busy building turrets and moats to listen. Her concentration was intense, and she was determined to make this the best mud castle ever. Each new addition to the castle made her beam with pride. She didn't notice Minos tumble from his perch on the sandbox and land with a soft thud in the mud. The once pristine white rabbit was now covered in brown, but Luna didn't mind. To her, it was just another part of the adventure. When it was time to go in, Luna looked for Minos. She found him lying face down in the mud, his once white fur now a dirty brown. Luna picked him up, her heart sinking. Minos looked sad and limp. Tears welled up in Luna's eyes. She had never seen Minos so dirty. He was her favorite stuffy, her companion on all her adventures. It was her fault he was covered in mud. "Mama! Papa!" Luna cried, rushing into the house. "Minos fell in the mud!" Luna's mother took one look at Minos and knew what to do. She filled the sink with warm water and added some gentle soap. Luna watched as her mother carefully washed away the mud from Minos's fur. Luna helped rinse the soap suds away. Slowly, Minos started to look like himself again. His fur, though still damp, was back to its bright white fluffiness. Luna hugged Minos tightly. "I'm sorry I got you dirty," Luna whispered to Minos. "I'll be more careful next time." That night, as Luna lay in bed, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. The room was quiet and the air felt fresh. With a clean and dry Minos by her side, she snuggled into her soft blankets. The room around her was neat and organized, and it made her feel at peace. She realized something important. Being clean wasn't so bad after all. In fact, it made her feel proud and happy. It felt good to take care of her things, to see them in their proper places. She enjoyed the sense of accomplishment that came with it, to keep them safe and clean. From that day forward, Luna made an effort to be tidier. She found joy in the little routines of putting things back where they belonged. Luna made her bed every morning, smoothing out the sheets and fluffing the pillows. She picked up her toys after playing, making sure everything was in its place. She put her toys away after playing, carefully placing each one in its designated spot. It became a fun game for her, finding the right place for each toy. She even started noticing when her clothes were dirty. She would pick them up and put them in the laundry basket, feeling responsible and grown up, and put them in the laundry basket. She learned to sort her clothes, separating the colors from the whites, and it made her feel helpful. Sometimes she even surprised her parents by cleaning up without being asked. They were so proud of her, and it made her feel special. By cleaning up without being asked, she would vacuum her room, dust the shelves, and make sure everything was spotless. Luna still loved to play and have fun, running around outside and playing with her friends. But now she knew that being clean and tidy was just as important. But now she knew that being clean and tidy was part of taking care of the things she loved. She found a balance between play and responsibility, was part of taking care of the things she loved. She took pride in her clean room and well-organized toys, knowing that she was taking good care of them, and that made her happy. Luna's clean start brought her a new sense of joy and fulfillment, and she embraced it wholeheartedly.